How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 1 of Loki. This episode is titled Ouroboros. But yeah, we're finally back after over 2 years with my favourite Marvel Disney Plus show. Everything about this show, from the set design, the music, the story, and the fact that we actually ended a Marvel project with no giant CGI battle. You know? It was just a straight up dialogue heavy scene with Kang, or He Who Remains, talking about the timelines. There was a lot of exposition, and I know a lot of people didn't really like that finale because it was too much dialogue. But it was so grounded in a way, but at the same time it was fantastical. And I liked the mix of that. It was very consistent. Everything about last season I loved. Mobius, Owen Wilson, He Who Remains, Kang, Sylvie, and of course Loki, like expanding his character and changing up his character a little bit compared to what his original path was in the main MCU timeline. But yeah, last season basically just ended with what I talked about, just a very dialogue heavy episode of Sylvie and Loki getting to the end of time and then talking to He Who Remains for like a whole episode. And he basically gave the rundown of he's the Guardian, he's keeping everything safe, he's keeping the multiverse intact. And if he's killed, everything breaks down. Sylvie kills He Who Remains. She sends Loki back to the TVA. And then the timelines start branching out. Then Loki goes up to Mobius. Mobius doesn't know who Loki is. And then Loki turns, sees a giant statue of Kang. The timelines have begun to change very quickly. But yeah, going into the season, I don't really know what to expect other than more Kang stuff. And of course, Key from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom short round, right? The Oscar winner. He's playing a character in this. I'm curious if they're going to try and redeem Kang with this show, because let's be honest, Quantum Mania kind of ruined Kang. He got beat by ants. It's kind of depressing. Like, the first time we see him, he's like talking about how scary he is, and then the next time we see him, he's beaten by ants. So hopefully they bring it back and make us terrified of him. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this episode and start this next season of Loki. So I guess we should just stop doolallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
People like you veer off the path we call those variants.
Hulk Loki.
The variant we're hunting is you.
I paved the road.
You don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount.
And we've only seen one Kang since then. And he got beat by ants.
See you soon.
Yep. And now we're here, fucking nearly 3 years later. For the continuation. Not gonna lie, I feel like the intro should be a little bit different. Because the timelines are all messed up. Right? Jesus. Oh, they're chasing after him.
What is going on?
I don't know you.
Jesus. You got lucky there. That's fine. Why does he kind of remind me of Nathan Drake with the outfit he's wearing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
They're not. She's dead. Uh-oh.
Casey.
Casey, that's his name.
Have we met each other?
In another timeline. What the fuck? Ew, that looked weird. He's like going in and out of the timeline.
Just a second ago. Where you didn't know me. Something terrible is happening. Wait, no.
When it's like remnants, it's coming through. That's the future, maybe?
Been there as long as I can remember.
I was in the past.
Okay.
3. So,
He's gone back in time. What I'm thinking is that timeline's bleeding into the old timeline. Right? Because, I mean, look at that.
now what?
They should have the chance to live those lives.
Loki was just here looking for you.
Loki's here?
He looked like he was in pain.
Maybe Miss Minutes can locate him.
Well, no, he's in the past.
Hey, I have a question.
Who's that?
Jet skis? Sea-doos? One of these calling your name, Mobius?
He's getting his jet ski. Finally.
You know, the funny thing about jet skis, everyone thinks that it's a personal watercraft.
I don't care.
Why'd you ask?
And Judge Gamble would like to see you both in the war room.
Jesus.
Mobius. Where is he?
Is he going to spend the whole episode looking for Mobius?
They probably heard the rumors.
What?
He didn't hear that.
Mobius, I was just doing my job.
What do you mean, pruning me? It's actually Renslayer who really owes me the apology.
We don't know what happened to her, right? She just kind of left looking for Kang. Ugh. That effect's so weird. Just stay in this room, Loki, and eventually you'll go back to the right timeline. Or the future, whatever's going on. Oh, what a cut.
The branches are growing. They're way past red line.
We are doing this by the book and on the record.
Isn't that woman from Game of Thrones? The actress? It's so trippy. Like, Loki's here, but he's not there. It's, oh. Time travel. My head.
You are quite a marvel.
Marvel. Dun dun dun.
You made a difference in this war. Professor Renslayer, you are quite a marvel.
Renslayer.
We're all variants. D90 testified that he went to the timeline and saw Renslayer's variant.
Renslayer had a life on the timeline.
On the record, 15.
To hell with the record.
Are you seeing this? Robot head on the table? Oh, the sky's falling, Mobius. This changes everything.
This changes nothing. If we don't protect...
What's he doing?
We haven't been protecting. We've been destroying.
Guilty. And the timekeepers deemed it so.
TVA has to change. And it has
For
to
the
start
better.
now.
I can do anything.
What?
Immediately.
Whoa, there he is.
Loki! We found him. Who? Him.
Zap the wall. Yeah.
That's who stole the Orions! That's who's coming back!
Where is she?
I don't know.
She's doing her own thing. Was that her son?
We need to know what happened at the end of time. Find Sylvie. She's the reason we're in this mess.
I mean, true. Not wrong there.
You wanted time to think, so let's think.
We got to the man at the end of time,
Yes.
and he made sense. More violence, more war, more of him. They're coming. They're all coming. Devil. Maybe he was, but maybe he wasn't.
He was like the guardian, right? Keeping it all intact.
I'd ask who won, but
It was a draw.
both kicked each other through time doors simultaneously?
No.
She was gonna kill him. Stop.
She did kill him.
That is what we know.
And that's who you showed us in there.
He who remains. This is his kingdom.
Kang.
Oh, how would I not remember that?
Because he wiped your memories.
How did you just appear in there?
I was in the past.
Yep, there he goes.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's not that bad.
It looks pretty bad.
Really? I mean, it look. I guess it doesn't look, that bad.
I mean, it does look bad. Like he's glitching out of himself.
She was there with him at the end of time.
Yeah, in this minute.
Well, I keep disappearing. We don't have time.
Oh! He looks so wrong.
I can't keep looking at it because it's horrible.
What?
It looks like you're being born or dying or both at the same time. It's really. How does it look?
Wait, what the fuck was she? What? Was she there the whole time?
He who remains.
Is that what you're calling him, or that's his name?
That's how I was introduced.
See, if he went into the past though while an elevator's going down or up, wouldn't he come back in the middle of the elevator shaft? Gotta think about them things.
Sure, I've never
Oh,
been
it's
over
a
here.
short round from the trailer. Indiana Jones. Key, right?
We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Why is he always involved with multiversal films or shows?
I want to introduce you to...
I'm Ouroboros.
Ouroboros?
Nice to meet you, Loki.
I call him Moby. That's like a nickname I have, yeah.
Wow, 400 years.
What?
You got off on the wrong floor, and I told you it was the wrong floor?
Because then I stayed for a little bit. He took me over.
No, you left immediately.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Reunited.
400 years.
Hey, how are the other guys doing?
What other guys? Great being part of a team.
On his own.
You know about the timekeepers and...
Time slipping.
Wait, you know that? Can you fix that?
No.
It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah.
Why is it taking longer for him to come back?
May I call you OB?
OB?
I've been time slipping.
Shouldn't Obi remember this though?
I've never seen anything close to that happen before. Wait.
No, wait.
No.
Okay, that answers my question. So he does remember it.
Is he talking to you in the past and you're just now remembering it?
There's no flaw in that logic. I told him that's impossible.
It's not impossible because I was just with you. It hasn't happened to you yet. Do you see?
Good point.
I love how he's fully accepting it.
If it were possible to time slip in the TVA, how might
It's
one
not.
remedy?
Yeah, but if it were.
Someone in the time you want to end up in would need a temporal aura extractor.
I thought he said it was impossible.
One temporal aura extractor.
He doesn't have it in the future because he got it in the past.
Wait. Yes? Can pull Loki directly out of the time stream.
How dangerous.
Oh, not too bad if you're quick about it.
I thought you said not too bad, and now you're talking about me getting my skin peeled off of me?
Oh,
Violently rip myself from every thread of time and space.
How the fuck's he gonna do that?
when something is pruned, it's released from time.
Of course.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Fall into a black hole, you turn into spaghetti?
Yeah, spaghettification. Oh, but
Damn it!
But you'd rather be atomically disassembled than never reassembled
Then to
again.
have your skin ripped off?
Told you
Yes.
about it, at least you get... There has to be another way.
nope.
I've been doing that all day.
No, it's not the lamp. We're having power surges all through the TVA.
What?
Uh-oh.
So the timeline is branching now? I bet that's what's causing the power surges.
Why didn't you tell him that first?
It's a detailed index of every mechanical classification and maintenance routine in each sector.
One shot. Just keep going. Ignore that. What the fuck is in there? What does that say? Proceed with caution? Temporal radiation levels? Oh, we're going into the whole X-Men did. Whatever it is, it's bright. Jesus Christ.
We need to prune those extra branches.
We can't do that.
We have to.
So it's now or never. Now! Wait! It's now, but now isn't for a little bit. We still gotta get Mobius into position.
Oh yeah, true.
Mobius?
Skin.
Fix Loki's time slipping. Green means prune.
What about red?
Too late. Mobius will lose all of his skin.
I mean, it'd probably kill Mobius instantly.
They're going after Sylvie, that's their only lead.
We have one shot at this.
I'll handle dogs.
If I don't make it back,
You'll make it back. I mean, it's only episode 1, dude.
I might not make it back.
Ugh. Well, you dropped it. What if he time slips as he's about to prune himself? Does it still look the same? Outside? Wait, how's that there? If it was from the future.
It's the future.
Okay, we're in the future. What the fuck did...
Lock the temporal aura extractor into place.
What kind of spacesuit is that?
You will age away, and you'll get very old, and all your skin will get peeled away, and you will die.
Is this cracked?
What? Just give him a new one.
See some hoofing like you've never seen before.
Okay.
Even the glass is cracked. Wait, so if Loki's in the future, what's here? And how far into the future is he? Come on, Loki, find the stick. Uh-oh. Oh no.
No.
Give him more time. He can still make it.
Who's calling? Kang? Why is he slowly walking to the phone? Just grab the phone.
Give him more time.
There's nothing you can do for him.
He's not gonna make it. Answer the fucking phone. Who's that? Is that Sylvie? Wait, who? That was from behind. Who did it? How did that not kill Mobius?
We need to find Sylvie.
But who pruned him? Because it looked like it was from behind.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, something else is going on. Find it. Fuck you. Oklahoma 1982. Branch timeline. So this is after she's killed Kang. Or He Who Remains.
How do I do this?
What would you like?
Not squirrel, not possum, not rats.
Is she at McDonald's?
I want to try everything.
you know how much that is? And what does she mean by that? And you're probably going to have a massive heart attack too. But yeah, that was a pretty solid first episode. There's a lot of questions I've got, specifically like, who was ringing Loki in the future, and who pruned him? Because it wasn't Sylvie, because the prune was behind him. The only other person it could potentially be is a Loki from the future. Right? Because if you think about it, Sylvie, when she opened the elevator door, she was like happy to see Loki, right? Why would she be happy to see him? When the last time she saw him, they fought each other. You know? So it's got to be a future version of Sylvie and a future version of Loki, and they're working together to stop whatever's happening, right? Or undo what's happening. And if I'm right about this theory, the only reason why future Loki pruned past Loki is because he knew that he had to go at that point, right? And I guess in a way it does kind of make sense, because it's a time loop. The title of the episode is called Ouroboros. Yes, it's the character's name, but you know what else that is? It's a snake that like kind of eats itself, right? It's like a loop. So they're in a time loop in some kind of like capacity. Like we've seen where the time loop ends up, and now we're going to experience that through Loki. So that scene with the elevator and stuff like that, and Loki being pruned, that's probably going to be in like episode 3 or 4 or something like that, right? I think that's a decent theory. Like Loki eventually will end up in that place to prune himself and fix the timeline or whatever, and send him on this path, right? So they're the theories that I've put together for the questions that this episode left over. However, I don't know who was ringing that phone, because it could be anyone. It could be Kang, right? Who knows? Speaking of Kang, he didn't show up this episode in like a physical form. Like we did hear his voice, I'm pretty sure. I love the sense of like dread with Loki. Like Tom Hiddleston fucking nailed that. Like it made you terrified of Kang, but then you question it because like, oh, Quantumania kind of made him a bit of a bitch. But the one from Quantumania was just one version of Kang, right? This one could be the real one. We don't know. That audio recording of Kang too, he was talking to Renslayer. So she found him, right? Maybe she goes to the past and then makes all the statues of Kang a thing in the first place? I don't know. Because we were jumping all around this episode. We were in the past, we were in the present, we were in the future. The future shit confused the fuck out of me. Because, like, damn. If Mobius just left the prune stick on the floor, Loki would have been able to pick it up. But he didn't. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on with, what was it, X5 and Lady Avon from Game of Thrones. Like, where are they going? Are they really going after Sylvie? And speaking of Sylvie, what's she doing? Just buying everything at McDonald's? You know how expensive that would be? I guess she does still have the magic that can take control of people. So, there you go. I hope this season, Mobius gets his jet ski. Please. We need it. Yeah, it was really cool to see Key, or Short Round from Indiana Jones. I like that he's just back into acting now, because he wasn't acting for a long time, right? And then he came back with Everything Everywhere All at Once, right? And then now he's popped off, he's got an Oscar, and here he is in the Marvel Universe playing a character that maintains the timelines, which is pretty funny. But you're telling me this guy's just sat down there on his own and he isn't scheming or planning anything? I don't know if I trust him. You know, he knows a lot of information. Like, he could just use that against everyone. Because he wouldn't expect that guy to be the villain. You know, he's too, like, wholesome, in a way. Because he said time slipping was impossible to fix, right? Or something like that. And then he could fix it. But yeah, there's not really too much to dive into this episode. I love the set design still. I love, like, how a lot of it's practical. And the weird effects of Loki time slipping. That was, ugh. But yeah, like I said, I did enjoy this first episode. Super excited that the show's back, and I'm very curious to see where they go with this story and how they're going to make Kang more threatening, because Quantumania kind of ruined him a little bit. But yeah, that basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.